What can I do to avoid cancer, Mel asks.
That's that is a controversial, but it's a challenging question. And my answer would be is by and large, cancer is man-made, and we've got to get back to the basics. We've got to get back to living alongside the four doctors, which I know, Mel, you know about because you done the UBTB. That's Dr. Quiet. So having that balance of quiet, so rest, recovery, sleeping, your own time to just chill. I know it's hard when you've got kids, but you need that rest and recovery, and your own time. Doctor movement is exercise, so it's training, not draining. So the right amount of exercise for your lifestyle, for your stress levels as well. Remember, exercise training in the gym can break down the body and create more catabolic stress hormone. So it's really just implementing the right training regime through cardio, through strength training, and doctor diet, which is very, very important. Which nutrition is key. Nutrition is key. And you want to put your body in an environment for just the body to function optimally. And for example, loads and loads of veggies. Now there are certain ingredients, and I've read a lot about what are cancer fighting ingredients, and you've got something like turmeric, which is an Indian spice. There's a lot of ingredients in there which helps, they say, is cancer fighting. You've got like flavonoids and carotenoids, which all have like plant based as well as amino acids, which help fight against any cancer cells. Alright, so it is getting back to everything you've learned and all the information I'm going to be giving over the next through the summer, on just getting back to veggies, above, below, good amount of healthy fats, protein, good. And I know you're vegetarian, and I know you're a good vegetarian. What I mean by that is you have a variation of a lot of veggies and pulses and legumes and things like that to try and get as much of your protein source and some fats into your diet. But getting the vitamin, minerals, enzymes alongside the carbs, protein and fats in the right ratios is key. So Dr. Quiet, Dr. Movement, Dr. Diet and Dr. Happiness. So happiness in your life. So if you're following your purpose, if you're doing what you're happy doing, if you're waking up every day excited about your life, about your day ahead, that you're doing what you want to be doing, not just living in resentment, guilt, just want the week to be over because you hate your job, you're going to build up a lot of negative energy, a lot of negative emotion, which that's where you need to really start listening to your deep self, your inner soul, about what you want to do. Because if you're just doing Groundhog Day and you're just hating your job or your life, then that's creating a lot of negativity in your life. So them four doctors is key, just getting back to the basics, having that balance there, and that is the best way, I believe, to keep optimal health.
Okay. So Dave asks, he lives in a small flat with no space for exercise and no room for equipment. What can he do to stay fit?
Dave, okay, I would suggest that bodyweight training is all good. So just your primal movements like lunging, squatting, pushing, pulling, planks, rotations are all good to do. So you could do circuit type training. I would even just walking up, depending on the person. Today I believe that just bodyweight training for you is fine. Also getting a rebounder. A rebounder is like a little trampette, and you can bounce up and down. There's a lot of benefits from that, as through lymphatic, getting rid of toxins. It helps just get movement in the pumps in the body, the natural pumps in the body, just get everything flowing again. Also, that's going to heat your body up and help with burning calories at a low level. But it's not going to just load the joints. So rebounder is actually really good. Going out walking, especially this time of year, get out in nature, go and walk in the woods, in the fields, and just put an iPod on, and or quiet time, and just go out and move. That's key. Nutrition is 80-90% of your goals, guaranteed. In your house, if there's not much, you haven't got any equipment, I mean, you can get some dumbbells, barbells, kettlebells, and that's all good. But body weight training, rebounder, going out doing power walks is all good. You may want to look at invest in getting a stationary bike. But what I've found through just over the years is a lot of people buy all this equipment and it just goes in this in the garage. It never gets used. So just get back to what we're designed to. Just get outside, especially this time of year. Hope that answered that.
Okay, so Stevie asks about sugar. So, are sugar or organic sugar, are they bad
Who
for
answered
us?
that? I think it's Jamie, wasn't it?
Was it Jamie?
Yeah, it's Jamie. It's my writing.
Yeah, so Jamie asks what sugars are good or bad for us, specifically sugar or organic sugar.
Look, end of the day, right? There's the most processed sugar, which is going to be bad for you, and it's just no nutrients in it at all. It's not giving you any life. Every time you eat, is it giving you energy or is it detracting from your health and taking away energy? Most sugars are. Table sugar obviously is bad. You know, something like fruit and the sugars in fructose is okay, but you have to be very careful with fruit because it's one of the biggest problems today, leading on to heart disease, cancers, obesity, is unstable blood sugar levels, and we're overeating them. From the show last night, from the documentary and all that, it totally showed that. With organic, even if organic, yes, less toxicity from the sprays, however, it still will break down into blood sugar very quickly, and then that have effect, obviously load your pancreas, release insulin, which can affect your adrenal glands, which are your stress glands, which are going to throw off your sex glands, your sex hormones, progesterone, estrogen, testosterone. It's all a vicious circle. It's a cascade of events. The body works as system of systems. So if you affect one system or one hormone or one gland, you're going to affect the other. So with sugar, I'm not a big fan of most sugars. You know, what's the cane sugar?
Cane sugar, organic sugar.
Yeah, again, I would stay
nectar.
away from there. And so coconut nectar, which nectar is a liquid sugar from plants, and is okay. Again, it will still break down to blood sugar, so you have to really be using it sparingly, depending on the person. Coconut obviously is a fat which helps slows the absorption. Protein and fats will help slow the absorption of the sugar and the effect it has on the blood, or the blood sugar, should I say, and the effect it has on the organ, being the pancreas. So I definitely recommend I haven't seen it actually myself, but the coconut nectar, and I hope that answered that. Just, you've got to be very careful with sugar. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, even raw honey is okay, but in moderation, but have it with protein and carbs. Alright, I'm not going to go into a rant now. However, you know, you've got the paleo movement, which is all good, and all the healthy alternative sugars, but it still has an effect on your biochemistry. It will still have the same effect, maybe not as bad, and it will come with nutrients opposed to processed food or sugar. However, it still can affect your blood sugar levels and the health of your organs. If you're visceral, if your organs are overloaded or stressed out, mainly the pancreas, the liver, gallbladder, the colon or the intestines, the adrenal glands and the thyroid, if they're overloaded and overstressed, then that can have a massive negative effect on the rest of the body.